We're going to import a student. Go to the Students view, click on the Import tab. You'll see that there's a Download Template link. Clicking on it will take you to a new page which outlines everything you'll need to know about importing a student. Once you've read the directions and click the box, you can download the template. If we open up the zip file, you'll see there's two files. b.e.s.t student import PDF, which is essentially the instructions from the website, and a CSV file. A CSV file is a comma-separated values file, which is the simplest form of a spreadsheet. When I open my CSV file on a Mac, the default editor on a Mac is Numbers. Numbers works like Excel on a PC. It's just a spreadsheet that allows you to add columns and rows. I'm going to remove these empty rows that I just added. Delete row, delete row. And you can see we have a sample student here that gives you the values that we're expecting to find when you import your data, as well as default values for some of these. In this instance, grade, for example, 0 is kindergarten. The important thing to remember here is that this first row, which contains the named identifiers for each of the columns, will need to be intact and unedited when we do the import. Otherwise, the import will fail. Several of these rows are also required. Student ID, first name and last name, I believe parent names, as well as gender and date of birth. For the purposes of demonstration, we'll make some changes to the student here and import them to show you how that works. We'll change the ID and change their name. Change their initial. We can leave the rest of it intact. Maybe change their grade and change them from female to male. Now I can save this file, but the saved file will be in the format of a spreadsheet. So in this instance, it'll be saved as a numbers file. What I want to do is I want to export it to a CSV, which is, again, the simplest form of a spreadsheet. Students 2, and I can come back to b.e.s.t and go to Import, select the Import button, browse for the file, student 2, open it, and import. Imported students, it lets me know which students have been correctly imported. If there were any rows that were skipped, you would see that here as well. We can close the import, and we can see that Tim Wright has been imported as a male in third grade. And then by viewing Tim and editing, we can assign him to a classroom here. We could also obviously do that through the table, through the rostering tools.